In 2019, Sony Interactive Entertainment launched PlayStation Productions. The purpose of this division is to adapt PlayStation's various franchises into film and television shows. 2022's Uncharted would be the very first production from PlayStation Productions. The film became a monumental success, grossing $401.7 million at the box office despite mixed reviews. After a decade in development hell, as you can learn more about in this video, Uncharted has said to become a new film franchise for Sony, and then The Last of Us television series on HBO has garnered high viewership and was quickly renewed for a second season. So far, PlayStation Productions is off to a strong start, bringing their iconic franchises to a bigger crowd. But before PlayStation Productions was a thing, there were a number of television and film adaptations of popular PlayStation games, a lot that had been forgotten to time. So today, we are going to try and uncover each and every single one of them. During the development of Parappa the Rapper 2 on the PlayStation 2, Sony wanted to capitalize on this with an animated series. This would not only help to promote the game, but would be a great opportunity to sell merchandise. But this anime would be aimed at children, not the teen audience Rodney Greenblatt, the artist and co-creator Parappa, wanted the show for, because that was the audience who loved the game. Aside from creating new characters for the show like Paula Fox, Matt Major, and Parappa's never-before-seen or heard about younger sister Pinto Rappa, Greenblatt wasn't allowed to have any other participation with the show, like writing episodes, as the anime team didn't want to remove anyone from the sequel's development. According to Greenblatt, a lot went wrong with the show. It was not a success, it didn't connect with its audience, and its time slot was disastrous. It was a prime slot for little kids, but was constantly interrupted by baseball game broadcasts. Plus, 2 animation studios were doing the show, resulting in slightly altered art styles, and as an artist of these characters, this really bothered Greenblatt. The series aired for 30 episodes between April 2001 and January 2002. It was later released on VHS and DVD, but only in Japan. Years later, a 2016 follow-up arrived for the 20th anniversary of the Parappa the Rapper series and the 15th anniversary of the anime series. But instead of focusing on Parappa, these shorts focus on PJ Barry with appearances from the other known characters. PJ Barry no Mogu Mogu Munya Munya, or PJ Barry's Munching Mumbling in English, lasted for 2 seasons across 26 episodes, with each episode being around a minute and a half. Today, both the Parappa the Rapper and the PJ Barry anime series can be seen on YouTube, thanks to dedicated fans who have preserved the videos with added English subtitles. Wild Arms Twilight Venom is an original story set within the Wild Arms universe. If you are a fan of the series, there are crossovers with various characters from the games, and if you have never played any of the games, it does have a self-contained story. It ran for 22 episodes from 1999 to 2000 and has a complete DVD set that's dubbed in English. Unlike Wild Arms Twilight Venom with an original story, the Arc the Lad anime is based on the second game in the series. The series ran for 26 episodes in 1999 and was later released on DVD dubbed in English. From 2001 to 2007, Fuji TV in Japan aired Travel with Toro, a 1-minute short series that would find Toro, PlayStation Japan's mascot, traveling to various areas of Japan and meeting new people of interest. It is unknown how many episodes were aired, and out of the whole series there is at least 2 episodes that can be viewed on YouTube, with the rest seemingly lost. While Travel with Toro was never released on DVD, its 2009 Travel with Toro the movie was, and can be fully viewed on YouTube, though it is in Japanese. In the film, Toro gets recognized by humans, and because of this wants to learn how to be a human, something he has always desperately wanted to be throughout his entire franchise. And he does so by learning Japanese traditions and rituals and by meeting new people. Ape Escape received a Japanese exclusive computer-generated series of 76 45-second shorts throughout 2002. Though never released outside of Japan, only 3 of these shorts were dubbed into English and aired on Nicktoons Film Festival in 2004. During this year, a 22-minute movie based on the series called Ape Escape the Movie, Battle for the Golden Pippo Helmet, was released theatrically in Japan alongside the 2002 film Beyblade Fierce Battle. The complete series and its movie would be released on DVD. The last and most recent series to air in Japan was Ape Escape On Air and its second season, Ape Escape On Air 2nd. From 2006 to 2007, 77 episodes loosely adapted the games Ape Escape Million Monkeys, Ape Escape 3, and Ape Escape Big Mission. Unlike the previous series, On Air had more of a continuous story to it. Though the series doesn't appear to have had a DVD release, the episodes can be found on YouTube with subtitles. While Japan's Ape Escape animes would never fully be released outside the country, we would get a 2009 Nicktoons cartoon adaptation spanning 38 episodes. The entire show would be released on DVD in 2013, but only in the UK. though 37 of its episodes can be found on its official YouTube channel, Ape Escape Cartoons, but like anything else, all episodes can easily be found by searching. The Siren film adaptation by Sam Raimi may not have panned out, but 2006 did see a film based on the series. The Japanese film Forbidden Siren coincided with the release of Forbidden Siren 2 on the PlayStation 2. Its story is loosely based on the sequel, but the film suffers from a low budget, received many mixed to negative reviews from users, and grossed almost $6 million at the box office. The film was released on DVD, but never saw the light of day outside of Japan. The Tester was the very first reality show exclusively on PlayStation. From 2010 to 2012, each season of The Tester focused on a number of contestants trying to win a job at Sony Computer Entertainment in quality assurance as a game tester. Of course, there were additional prizes like PlayStation 3 consoles, televisions, and money. But like any reality show, it isn't easy and eliminations are determined by weekly challenges. Across 25 episodes and 3 seasons, at least The Tester gave out a reasonable and honestly a logical prize that wasn't something like supposed true love. While technically not based on a PlayStation franchise, Powers was one of PlayStation's first original productions, even giving us the original introduction that would become the PlayStation Studios animated intro we're all accustomed to today. The show was originally set to premiere on FX, but would become the first and only original series for the PlayStation Network. Powers is based on the comic book series of the same name. The show revolves around Kristen Walker, a former superhero whose powers were taken from him. Now he lives as a homicide detective, investigating crimes involving superheroes. The series would premiere in 2015 and only spanned 20 episodes across 2 seasons before it was cancelled in 2016. Chances are you have access to The Tester and Powers within your video library with your PlayStation Plus membership and don't even know about it. Most people probably won't know what Invizimals is or even remember it. You could almost say it was PlayStation's take on Pokemon. The series was successful enough with children to launch a 26-episode animated series. What was neat about this series was its inclusion of on-screen scannable markers that could unlock content in Invizimals The Alliance on the PlayStation Vita, as well as an app for iOS and Android devices called Invizimals TV Tracker. There was even a game on the PlayStation 3 that tied into the show called Invizimals The Lost Kingdom. If you want to watch Invizimals today, that's going to almost be impossible. There were some DVD releases, but only in Spain. There are clips of episodes on YouTube, though nothing in full. Netflix in the US, UK, and Canada has some of the episodes at one point, but they've been gone for a long while. Invizimals is basically lost media at this point. Heavenly Sword is the last PlayStation exclusive anyone ever expected to get a movie. While I think the game is extremely underrated and still stands out with its striking heroine, setting, and certain sections like the large battlefield segments, Heavenly Sword couldn't even get a sequel to become a proper franchise. So it's very strange for Heavenly Sword to get a film in 2014. It received a theatrical release in very few places and went straight to DVD, Blu-ray, and digital. Sadly, it wasn't a film made out of love for the game and really doesn't do the game any justice. So much of the story has changed. While it does follow the overall plot, a lot of the characters, the battles, and set pieces have been dumbed down or left out completely, and the animation quality is extremely questionable at times. Ultimately, Heavenly Sword was made as an experiment that would pave the way for the Ratchet & Clank film. The 2016 Ratchet & Clank film was meant to signify the start of PlayStation transitioning their franchises into major motion pictures, but this film will put a major pin in whatever future plans were meant to happen at the time. The film is a reimagining of the original 2002 game on the PlayStation 2, uniting Ratchet & Clank together for a huge adventure to save the galaxy. Oddly enough, the game based on the film was more successful and positively received than the film, which received negative reviews and totally bombed at the box office, only grossing $14.4 million on a $20 million budget. The failure of Ratchet & Clank would result in the Sly Cooper film being cancelled, which was set to follow. While a Ratchet & Clank sequel never happened, February 2021 saw the mysterious and random release of Ratchet & Clank Life of Pi on Canada's streaming service Crave. While billed as a short, in reality it looks like Life of Pi may have been the pilot or episode to a potential Ratchet & Clank television show. A number of characters return from the film with their voice actors, and the short is formatted like a television episode. If you don't have access to Crave, the short is available to watch on YouTube. Gran Turismo is a PlayStation staple. It's been around since the original PlayStation and is still going strong. In 2014, a documentary was released on Hulu called Kaz: Pushing the Virtual Divide. The documentary covers the passion and creativity of its creator, and the birth and 15-year evolution of the Gran Turismo series up until that point. The documentary can also be found on PlayStation's official YouTube channel. Uncharted: Eye of Indra is incredible. Neither a movie or a television show, it's a 2009 motion comic prequel to Uncharted: Drake's Fortune. Eddie Raja returns, further showing how the two knew each other in the game as they team up to steal the Eye of Indra artifact. Spanning 4 episodes, these are available exclusively on the PS3's PlayStation Store. If you happen to purchase the Eye of Indra bundle containing all 4 episodes, it had 2 exclusive multiplayer skins for Uncharted 2 Among Thieves included, these being the motion comic exclusive characters of Rika Raja and Daniel Pinkerton, both with their voice actors returning for the game. Gravity Rush: The Animation Overture bridges the gap between the original Gravity Rush and its sequel, and it is highly recommended to watch before starting the sequel as it explains a ton. It was released in 2 parts on PlayStation's official YouTube, but if you want to own a physical copy, Japan's collector's edition of Gravity Rush 2, known there as Gravity Days 2, contains a copy of the sequel and a separate case with a Blu-ray disc of the short. For 2007's Heavenly Sword, 5 very short animated episodes were released, acting as a prologue to the game. The game's retail disc only had the first 2 episodes available since the final 3 weren't ready in time. All the episodes were free to download on the PlayStation 3 store, but they seem to be gone now, at least in North America. I was able to download each episode through Hong Kong store, but it does have Chinese subtitles, though you can easily find each episode online to watch. In promotion of Quantic Dream's Detroit Become Human, there are 4 shorts taking place before the events of the game: Campski, Chloe, Hold On, also known as Luther, and finally Zatko. While not necessary to watch, they do help to enhance the experience and lore of the game. At least 3 of 4 of these are available on PlayStation's YouTube channel, but all can be unlocked through the game itself. Japan received a live-action short film called Tokyo Become Human, and that can be seen through PlayStation Japan's YouTube channel. Sly Cooper's big return in Thieves in Time may not have gone as planned, but there was an animated short to promote the then upcoming game called Timing is Everything. They were created to reintroduce Sly Cooper and the gang in a big way. Originally, Timing is Everything was released in 3 parts, with IGN, Game Informer, and GameSpot each receiving a part in that order. The short was later released uncut through the PlayStation blog, PlayStation's official YouTube, and for download through the PS3 and PlayStation Vita. It sees Sly reminiscing on a previous on-scene adventure while in his retirement with Carmelita, hinting at events in the 4th game. 6 flash webisodes were made to promote Twisted Metal Black, with each episode focusing on 6 of the characters featured in the game: No Face, Billy Ray Stillwell, Dollface, Bloody Mary, Needles Kane aka Sweet Tooth, and Mr. Grimm. Each one has been preserved on YouTube to watch and really highlight how each asylum patient operates. Before PlayStation Productions, before Uncharted, before The Last of Us, there were so many PlayStation franchises that expanded into movies, television shows, and promotional media. There is so much to discover, and if you're a fan of any of these games, hopefully there is something new for you to check out. Let me know if you watch any of these lost and forgotten PlayStation shows and movies in the comments below. Please be sure to like and subscribe for future content, and if you want something else to watch, check out this previous video on canceled PlayStation movies and TV shows featuring information on the scrapped Twisted Metal movie that may have had Nicolas Cage as Sweet Tooth. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.